I don't think
Hello again.
they know this, but there could have been some world-ending shit. Not world-ending, but some world-changing shit in their arc that they rolled well enough to avoid. All right, so.
Oh, good.
You return back from the monastery. You eventually find a phone and call Kumi and your family, having been gone for about 6 weeks at this point. Are you actually calling them, or are you just going to wait till you fly back? I would assume that you want to tell them that you're flying back home.
Yes. I'd want them to make sure that I'm not dead. Before I just roll up, be like, hey, it's me. What's up?
Hey, I'm back. Who are you calling? What are you calling? You have like a house phone at Julie's place.
Yeah, Julie's house. I'm gonna call Kumi first.
Okay. Does Kumi have like a cell phone? Probably.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. She's on the grid, so she might as well.
Do you have your cell phone with you? Did you like leave it at the temple?
I think I brought it with me, but I left it at the temple.
Okay. You open
Not
your
like
phone
left it there, but like I with my other effects and my dog.
You have about 30 texts from Dar at this point, just like, where are you? Are you okay? Can you please like call us
me
if you're okay? Kumi says you're okay, but we don't know. Can you call? You have one text from Kumi, just like, you good?
That's my girl.
You figure that she has a little bit more insight into your well-being, being your soulmate.
Yeah.
Who do you call first?
I'm gonna call Kumi first.
Okay. You call Kumi, and it rings for a little bit, and then she answers, and she goes,
Cash?
Hi!
Listen, you've been gone for 6 weeks.
Okay, but I found it.
You found what?
I found the link to the spirit realm.
That's great, but you could have sent a text or something.
I just spent the last month and a half alone on a mountain. I'm sorry. I would have contacted you sooner. I feel bad, but not bad enough with the shit that I just the stuff I just figured out.
Dar is going to have your ass, just letting you know.
Oh, absolutely. I'm calling her next.
Great. I'm not at the house, so this is the perfect time.
Yeah.
She goes,
all right, well, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're fine. I can't wait to see you. I love you.
I love you too. I'll be on a flight tomorrow or the next day.
Perfect.
I'll be home soon.
One of us will pick you up. I'm assuming Dar will be the one to want to pick you up.
Oh, great. All right. I'll see you then.
All right. She hangs up. You call Dar?
Yes.
The phone rings once, and instantly you hear the phone pick up, and you just hear a slurry of curses in Korean just pounding at you, yelling, cursing, swearing. You are getting chewed the fuck out. And Dar finally eventually goes,
where the fuck have you been? And why didn't you call? Cash? Hey, this is Cash's sister, Dar. The following is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Names, characters, businesses, places, and incidents are either products of the Dungeon Master's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblances to actual persons living or dead or any actual events are purely coincidental. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. You might be wondering how we got here.
This isn't SWAT. You can't go on your own anymore. Have you heard anything about a Church of Zaitor?
Fire on West 67th Street. Is that what I know if that's Cash's business?
Our mission is to prevent whatever they are trying to do. It seems like they are trying to consolidate some form of magical power.
I kind of look around, I'm like, fine, I guess you fit. It was the Elder Wand.
I'm trying to figure out where this temple is.
This particular monastery is called the Tiger's Nest. Are you here on behalf of Mr. Dusk?
Yes, I am.
We have been expecting you. This is no trivial pursuit. You will spend days, weeks, months, even possibly years isolated.
I understand. We're just trying to focus in on the hollow space that's in my skull.
How long does it take Cash to get lonely?
Probably longer than most people, I would think. He's spent time with himself, even though he's been surrounded by people. He has been lonely and felt lonely, even when he wasn't alone.
It has been about 3 or 4
Fuck.
weeks. You're not finding something. What the fuck am I even doing?
I think we're gonna totally flip the script a little bit here and just totally shake up. Homeboy's gonna go punch a tree or something. Like he's gonna go just go into the woods and scream.
Okay. You know, Cash wasn't raised in a monastic temple. He wasn't raised in some Buddhist temple. He was raised in the Temple of Iron, and he prays to the goddess of gains. And you do find a sense of peace. Even though you are alone, you know that you are not truly alone. You see a blue sheep. There is no sheep. There is a yak, though. In front of your hut is a snow leopard. And there is an antelope. You are an interesting character.
This is it. I'm going crazy. Hello, my ex-spirit compatriot. Yo! Seriously, I am very proud of how far you've come. Would you like to meet your new spirit compatriot?
But you know, in your heart of hearts, that you will become a hunter. And I believe this settles our debt as well. And I will leave you with this question. If I am Mr. Dusk, then who is Mrs. Dawn? And yes, that was Sildor.
Was at a temple in Tibet, and then I was on a mountain with no cell service for about 6 weeks.
There's another shorter slurry of curses and beratement before she eventually calms down and goes,
Right. But you're fine? You're safe?
Yes, I'm
You're
fine.
clean?
I'm amazing. Kinda, yeah.
I'm glad, because you have 6 weeks of catching up to do.
Shit.
When are you coming home?
I'll be home in the next 2 days. I have to get to the airport and fly back. So I'm a
Okay,
bit of
your
a ways
friends
away
have been
from
calling
the nearest
for
airport.
you nonstop. So
Y-
apparently
oh,
there was
oh,
some
er,
thing that happened. I'm not sure. Something that
Shit,
apparently
okay,
needed
all
your
right.
attention.
Fuck. Okay, I'll be home as soon as I can.
All right. Call us
Okay.
when you're book your flight. Let us know your information.
Okay, thanks. I'll let you know. Sorry to keep you sort of waiting.
I was going to say it's okay, but it's definitely not. We'll talk about it when you're home.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye. You
hang up. You eventually, for the sake of shortness, you book a flight back, It costs you a lot of money because it's on short notice. Eventually, you make it back home. You're kind of hitting around even now with the money that you made from being a hunter and the money that you spent on this latest trip. But at least now you come back with something very valuable.
Yes. Yes.
You make it home. You get chewed out a little bit more by Dar. You spend the night with Kumi. You have a great time.
All right. So just to let you guys know, we're going to do some in-between stuff before we actually get into the month because there's some time
Breakup room, jail.
Yeah. I do have to start at the breakup room. But just think about what you want to do in the meantime. If you want to heal your character, if you want to survive another lifetime, Wes has some stuff he's got to deal with, so
you mean like health? We're healing. I assume we heal health.
No, with the game, if you remember, with the game thing, there's a specific portion to it to heal. What do you do in the meantime? You have about a 3-month period. You have a lot of broken ribs.
I go to the doctor
and what do you...
so much. Oh man, I hit up that urgent care.
All right. What do you do with the Elder Wand?
The Elder Wand is mostly getting studied in Michael's study.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Hesitant. Okay, well. I don't remember the Elder Wand having any sort of controlling properties. That's a 6.
Oh boy. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Mostly, I'm not using it. I'm hesitant to bring it anywhere. So if I'm not actively studying it, it is locked in sort of a wall safe situation.
Okay.
But yeah,
Sarah does eventually come and ask about it. Sarah Di Verona.
Right. I forgot about that. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
How soon? How long? Do I learn anything before?
Make an Arcana check.
18.
18. You study it. It does not necessarily flow with the standard arcanological studies that you've been with. It has a mocking of evocation in it, but unless you are actually going to attune to it to actually use it, you wouldn't be able to understand. You don't
fuck that shit. I've seen Harry Potter. I know what happens to people who attune to that motherfucker. I give it to her.
Okay. She takes it from you and gives you a new...
Hang on. Before we do that, can we jump in our conversation?
Thank you again for collecting this. I know it was above your pay grade.
If I can ask, what are you going to do with it?
It will be locked up and or studied, but probably just the former. It is obviously a weapon of mass destruction. No need to have this fall into any hands.
Again?
The United Nations.
But PETA and the United Nations are separate then. PETA and the United Nations are separate
yes,
then.
PETA is United States.
PETA is specifically the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, then I hand it over.
Yep. Okay, cool. You hand it over.
I couldn't remember whether she was also working for them, because then that would be awkward.
No, she does not. I mean, you assume that while she's in the U.S., she works with them sometimes, but
I mean, yeah.
Not. All right. You have a lot of doctor's appointments to get to, so why don't you go ahead and roll heal? How long are you spending on this heal?
Oh my god, so much fucking time, O'Neill.
Do you want to spend...
This next couple months is fucking rest and relaxation. My lungs are destroyed. I have multiple broken bones.
All right. Go ahead and...
I am purely recovering. What?
Let's see.
I don't know what I need to roll. I need to pull that up.
Yep. So your DC is 15. And then you're going to the doctor. And how many points below are you below your body?
Let me just remind myself what I started at.
You started at, I can pull it up here.
6. I'm 3 points below.
Okay. So the DC is -5.
So, okay. That's a natural 20, baby.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Well, you get rid of your broken bones, and you heal all the way up.
Oh, God bless. God bless the USA. Okay.
So, that's that. If you want to spend any growth points, we can do that now, or if you want to do anything in the meantime before.
I'm a save 'em.
Okay. Do you want to do anything in the meantime in between this next event?
Besides heal my broken.
Besides a lot
body.
of rest and relaxation, is there anything specific you wanted to do?
I'm no longer exhausted too, right? You gave me
Nope.
a permanent exhaustion point.
That was because of the broken ribs. Yes.
Right. I'm still abandoned though, which is pretty cool.
Abandoned is that's gonna stay with your character throughout the next season.
I hope so. I'm working on my new spell.
Yes, you are out practicing in the back on the river with your new spell, just killing so many fish.
Oh my god, the fish are dead. I come back inside and Jordan's like, God damn it, fish for dinner again.
God damn it! Can we just please?
We've had.
I have the order.
I'm like, well, it's.
I have the number for Domino's. Please. God, please.
Yeah, but what am I? Jordan, this time it's frozen. We could just stick it in the freezer. Like,
well, fucking, you know? I'm not eating it. All right, you can have the fish. All right, I refuse. I'm ordering Little Caesars.
Remind me not to put seafood as one of the options for a wedding.
God fucking. All right, if that's all you're gonna do, then let's go ahead and bring.
Yeah,
in
I'm mostly
Jesse.
chilling. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, it's all good. What does Julie do over this next kind of period? It's about 3 months.
The raid just happened, correct?
Yeah, the raid happened.
I wanna see if that child has woken up yet.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Let's do all the the game mechanics stuff first, and then we can do some character stuff. Do you want to heal at all over this time?
Yeah, my body. I'd like to heal that.
Okay. How long are you spending just healing, healing yourself?
Well, there's I don't have it open at the moment, but there's it says ways to heal, right?
Yeah, so there's specifically you can spend time in a hospital or something like that, and that will subtract from the DC, and then you can spend actual time recovering. You can spend a day recovering, but that's it's really hard to recover in a day. But if you spend a week, it gets a little bit easier. If you spend a month, it gets a little bit easier.
Let's see. Well, I imagine there's, the clinic at PETA.
For sure.
And they can
You don't have to worry about the hospital side of it. If you want to heal, you just need to tell me how long you want to heal, and then I'll add the
Maybe I'll
PETA.
take Could I take 2 weeks off? Because I think I took a few good shots.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem at all. In fact, you are given paid vacation time after this. So
sick.
If you need to spend some of that time using it at the clinic, then that's no problem. So go ahead and roll a Constitution check, please. Saving throw.
A con saving throw. That is a 23.
All right. How many body below your body are you?
5.
You're 5 body below?
My standard is 8.
And you're at 3?
And I'm currently at 3 because I took a few good shots.
And you said you spent a week. I have to count real quick. 5 below, so that's minus 25.
Oofa doofa.
Minus 30. So 10, negative 10. Yeah, you're fine. You're all the way up.
Nice.
Okay, so you want to check in on this little girl?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What do you do? Do you just ask around? Do you
yeah.
Okay.
I probably asked the medical team I handed her off to.
Okay, yeah, they treated her. She came back to consciousness. She's awake. She's a little bit malnourished. That's what you get from that. She was malnourished and dehydrated at the time of the recovery,
yeah.
But she seems to be doing okay now. She's still under observation. But do you want to what do you want to do?
I want to ask the medical team.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know how powerful she is? Because if she was being used as a conduit, it's sizable.
One of the medical guys, this kind of bigger, red-headed man goes, I mean, as far as I know, is just some kind of human sacrifice. She doesn't seem to be any different than these other elf people.
I have experience with unassuming people having great power like that can be used in a dangerous fashion. Would you mind if I talk to her? I might be able to learn more.
Suit yourself. I'm just keeping watch.
Okay.
You are allowed into this kind of. It's like it's has like the one-way mirror, like an interrogation room, but it's like a standard hospital bed.
Observation
Yeah,
area.
it's an observation area, and you walk in, and she is actually like playing on a Nintendo or a Nintendo Switch.
I'm sorry, what was that brand?
A Nintendo Swatch.
A Nintendo Swatch.
Yeah, she's playing on a Nintendo Swatch, and
Is that A-T or is it A space Nintendo?
one singular Nintendo Swatch.
Okay.
And she's playing on it, and she looks up to you as you walk in.
Hey there. You might not remember me, but
I remember you.
well, my name's Julie, and I came to see how you're doing. What's your name?
My name is Evalsa.
Well, and how are you feeling?
She kind of shrugs her shoulders, lays them back down.
Could I ask you some questions?
She gives you a nod.
Okay, I pull over. There's always like a spare chair in the hospital room for
Yeah.
when the doctor comes in. I pull over that chair.
Okay.
How did you get there?
Mrs. Badbury brought me.
And who is she?
She was the one who started taking care of me when my mommy and daddy went away.
How old are you?
She like counts on her fingers for a second, and then puts up 8 fingers.
How long ago did your parents go away?
A while ago. Mrs. Badbury said that if I were to stay with her, they would eventually come back.
Did she say where they went?
She said they went on a trip to get me something nice.
Were you trying to get them back? Was that when I found you?
No, those guys were being weird. I mean, Mrs. Badbury said that they were good people and that they were just trying to help bring mom and dad back, but I don't know.
Has anything unexplainable ever happened to you? That seems like magic.
She kind of takes a moment and thinks and goes, well, yeah, our home kind of turned into nothing, and we were in the middle of just a street. It was really weird.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Fae Kingdom.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
You're not from Gaia then. You're from...
Yeah, I'm from Phaeton.
Oh, that makes this a lot easier. I'm not like some of the other people here. I knew about the Fae Kingdom before the merge happened. I was part of the team fighting to stop it from happening, and I'm sorry we failed and that this happened to you.
It's okay. Miss Badbury got a nice house.
Was Miss Badbury at the event the other night?
I don't know. She took me to these people, and then they kind of just sat me around, and I wasn't able to find her that night, but I was really tired and hungry and sleepy.
Do you know where the house she has is?
She sold it to this guy. I don't know.
And do you remember his name?
Make a persuasion check for me, just to see how much you can get her to remember.
Okay. 17.
17?
Remember everything, child.
She goes, I think his name was something like that. Mrs. Badbury says I shouldn't listen in when adults have conversations, but I like to sometimes.
That's okay. So, why were the people the other night so interested in? Why did you have to be there?
I don't know. They said I was important to helping them to be able to help bring mom and dad back, but I don't know.
Have you ever used magic?
Make another persuasion check for me. Okay. This one is actually a persuasion check.
I trip and fall in the mud and go, ah!
You rolled a 1?
Yeah, it's a 1.
She goes, no. She kind of turns back to her switch. Make a perception check for me, too. I don't think you need to roll an insight check to know what she's like, but...
Okay.
Make a perception check for me.
It's another 19.
19?
Yeah.
You can tell she's like playing at the Switch, and she's playing this farming game, and you can tell like the sides of the Switch are like weirdly like pixelating, as though like are like moving in strange ways, as though like there's a magnet, like someone is drawing a magnet on the side of the Swatch.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can tell.
Well, if you ever have any questions or you need any help, here's my business card.
Do you actually give her a business card?
I think I do, because it has my name and phone number on it.
Okay. She takes it. She says, okay.
If you ever need to get in touch, you either ask one of the nice doctors, or you can call that phone number, okay?
Okay. What's your name again?
I'm Julie.
Julie. She turns back to the Switch and keeps playing.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna leave.
All right, you leave. Is there anything else you want to take care of in the meantime?
Can I give the name of the person who had her to my superior?
Yep. She is a person of interest, actually. You figure that they did some not interrogation, obviously, but some investigating with her as well. They have Mrs. Badbury's name.
Do they have any more information?
I mean, probably always. It's an ongoing investigation.
Okay. It's not my job. So, yeah, let's continue with what I have to do.
Okay.
Which is whatever my assignment happens to be.
Mainly just patrols and staking out. Is there anything you want to personally do over this next month or so, month and a half?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and send in Olivia. What do you do in the meantime? What do you spend your time doing?
I think I have like hunter's gigs I have to do.
You definitely can. The way a hunter works is it's all
Freelance.
yeah.
Great.
Because you didn't sign up to be a researcher or anything like that. You signed up to be a bounty hunter, and so you just hunt for bounties.
Well, I gotta make dough somehow.
You should probably do that because you are out of funds.
But the coffers are empty.
They are very empty.
So,
first of all, before we do that, do you want to spend any time? I don't know if you have anything you need to heal, but if you want to do that.
Oh, shit. I didn't think about that. I don't have most of last session written down.
I think you might have had a couple minus mine, too, if I remember correctly.
I don't.
I remember there's a Josing Saija attack that should have taken down a couple mind.
Yes, I took -2 mind.
Okay.
But that was the end of the last cycle. So
yeah.
It all resets, right?
No.
No.
All carries over.
Okay. Okay.
You can spend time to heal, but it carries over until you heal.
Okay. I just need to see how I heal mind.
So you can just do it on your own, which is fine. The DC gets lower the more you do it. So, I mean, if you want to spend time like going to therapy, that is something you could do. If you want to spend time like just doing yoga, that is something you can do. Those have different like things, obviously. Like it lowers the DC a little bit by whatever.
You know what's weird? I don't think Cash is a therapy guy.
Makes sense, I would say.
With his hero complex? No. I mean, he might just try to like take a breather or like try not to do things that are like particularly, mentally taxing, but he also like has to go to work. So
yeah. So how much time are you going to spend taking a breather?
I don't know, because I got back from Nepal or Tibet, and I was like, I'm assuming he wasn't particularly well fed. Like he's stronger, but like
you did shit yourself quite a lot. So
yes, he's
you definitely
quite
lost
gaunt.
a lot of weight.
So I don't know. He probably spends like a month just trying to
get back into it. Okay. Are you spending this month working on body and mind?
Yes.
Okay. What are you doing specifically for body? Are you just like
doing,
at
like,
home? Or are you going
therapy.
to the doctors? Okay,
yeah,
physical therapy.
Physical therapist. That's the only kind of therapy he wants to do.
Okay, go ahead and roll. And you're spending a whole month. All right, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me. How many body are you down right now?
It is 2.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's not -1 anymore. Nice. Okay, that is 17.
17, so
Yep.
2 degrees. So you heal up 2 body.
Okay, cool. So we're back to baseline.
And for your mind, go ahead and roll the Constitution saving throw. Or no, sorry, not a Constitution saving throw, a Intelligence saving throw.
Anyway. Okay, 14 plus... Oh, just intelligence. Oh, cool, 15.
15?
Yeah.
All right, you heal 1 mind.
Okay. Neato. I need a dice tray. Hold on.
So you're still at -1 mind from your base, but
Okay.
your body should be healed back up.
All right, cool.
All right, yeah. So what else are you doing? You said you want to get some dough from hunting.
Yeah, I got to do some jobs.
Okay. There are kind of out in the suburbs, there are some complaints of just like small and increasingly larger dead animals.
Oh, geez.
Like at first it was, a possum here and it's the summer. So like, yeah, a raccoon there. Then it's somebody's cat. Then it's somebody's dog. Like it's increasingly getting worse. And the corpses are just being laid out. Like, what are you doing?
Are they like, how big of an area is this that I have to cover? Like, is it a certain neighborhood or is it a town? Like what? Like a town?
It's
suburb?
kind of like this section of suburbs out in the Chicago area.
Okay. I am gonna see. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a ride around at night and see if I can find anything sus.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Sure thing. That's what I do. I investigate. Okay. 7.
7?
Yeah.
You're riding around, you're not really seeing anything.
I'm assuming I have like the last couple spots of where things were killed.
Yeah, like out in the city streets, you can talk to some of these people. Like one of them, like it was an indoor-outdoor cat that was killed.
Okay,
and just kind of out in the street.
Locals, yeah.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Yep, got it. Actually, a pretty good score at that. Okay. 18.
18. Yeah, they tell you the general area, and you're able to kind of create a smaller area, but even then, you're not really like finding where this thing is.
I can sort of triangulate an area, but I don't know exactly where. Okay.
Yeah. You're able to triangulate like a neighborhood or two.
Okay, so I am going to spend another like day in that neighborhood again, just like walking through any wooded areas or like asking around about pets.
Okay.
Um,
You're walking around in specifically like the more wooded areas.
yeah, and basically telling people to like keep their pets inside.
Okay. You do so. You're just spending time in the wooded area? Are you like you're spending time at night, or what are you doing? Like during the day?
A little bit of both, I think.
Okay.
During the day, during the night.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, jeepers.
As you're out on one of your with disadvantage because you are surprised.
With disadvantage, okay. 13 and 17, 13 plus 8, 21.
21?
Yeah.
You see this, as you kind of are scouting the area, you hear like a rustle come from your left, and you kind of look back and dive out of the way as this winged figure just comes and tries to swoop and scratch and grab at you. What are you doing?
Can I try to grab it?
Yeah,
Or
go ahead and
is
make a grapple check.
Okay. Table. Okay, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. You manage to dodge out of the way as this thing kind of swoops by. And as you do, you kind of hook it with your staff and kind of yank it and grab onto one of its legs. And you see now it's this winged figure of a woman. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ah, jeez. It's a harpy. Wisdom save. 13.
13? All
Yeah.
right, you're fine. This harpy kind of screeches out this song, and at first it sounds like very soothing and calming, and like you almost want to like let this harpy go and kind of follow it, but you manage to shrug it off, and that calming song turns into a shriek as the thing kind of lashes out at you.
All right, enough
what
of
are you
that.
doing?
Do I know anything about harpies to know if there's like a nest of them, or if they hunt if they're solitary creatures or solitary hunters?
Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah, 2.
2?
Jack
You have
shit.
no idea.
Yeah, it's killing animals and it's trying to kill me. Gotta go. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, you're gonna kill it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
17.
17. All right. Yeah, you managed to bash it around. Yeah, you begin fighting this thing, and it begins scratching at you, and like you guys go back and forth for a little bit. It doesn't take you too long to kind of knock this thing out, and with your sentinel feat as well, like you keep it from running away. And you take -1 body, but you successfully have beat this thing down.
Okay. I'm gonna bring evidence back to whatever authority I have to
Okay,
get
cool.
paid.
Yeah, and you do, and you get paid.
Nice.
All right.
And then I'm gonna when I'm not out hunting, I'm just gonna spend some quality time with Kumi while she's
Okay,
not
that's fair.
working. So
Yeah, you guys both spend time together. Okay, and I think with that, we're ready to move on to this next arc. The first night you're home, it just feels so good to be back home.
I get to sleep on a bed.
You get to sleep on a bed.
Yes.
You get to sleep with your family. You get to have good food. Dar and Kumi and Will cook this ginormous meal for you, all like a celebration of you returning home. You explain your journey, how you met this strange figure. Do you explain everything to them?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I think maybe some of the more like personal parts, like the more unexplainable, personal, emotional things
Yeah.
you felt, you might have left out, but
Mhm.
you explain like the what happens, right?
Yeah.
And it just feels so good. And as you full belly, tired, you go to bed with Kumi at your side, and you begin to dream again. And instantly this time, the moment you hit the bed, you're knocked out. You are so comfortable. But you're also instantly in this space. And you see that misty form of Mr. Dusk beginning to apparate, but it doesn't completely fade into a form. And this figure goes,
All right. You've made it home. It is probably time.
you feel the space around you shake. Like this entire mental, spiritual realm that you're in shaking. He goes,
Ooh, that's not good.
and it cuts off. And you
Mr.
jolt
Dusk?
up. You say that as you wake up. This is my favorite part.
I love. Anyway,
The
sorry.
gang's
There's-
all here.
At the beginning of every arc, at the beginning of each
They
arc,
roll for the status of the world.
You roll for the.
O'Neill, you cheeky
And Jesse.
bastard, and you're a Sonic the Hedgehog cross individual session references.
I
It's
told
very
them
funny.
about that funny thing where Amber's just going off about the Sonic movie, and I was like, she's like, yeah, it was just so weird. She's like, it was just so weird. Like, it was kind of jarring seeing Sonic. I just didn't like it. I don't know why they put it. And I was like thinking to myself, did they not remake the animation in this universe? And the title tells me they did it.
I made it canon in the universe.
So they didn't change the
didn't.
animation?
And then O'Neill called back in Jesse's session with Amber.
That's very good.
Olivia, roll a
Yes.
d6 for me.
All right. 4.
4. Okay. Let's see what that is. Okay. Interesting. There is an explosion as you are jolted upright.
Okay.
And it's not close by any means. It actually sounds more like thunder than an explosion. And you're not sure why this happened, but something isn't letting you go back to sleep. And Wes, also later this night, a few weeks later, Jesse, the same for you. A few weeks later, you guys are just suddenly woken up in the middle of your sleep. And
Okay.
you're not sure why, and you have this kind of uneasy feeling about you as to why you have this feeling. And all simultaneously. Wes, I don't know how you get your news through the kind of magical
Newspaper,
grapevine.
of course.
Sure.
I mean, I do probably subscribe to a newspaper.
Yes. Each of you find out in the far suburbs of Chicago, not too distant from where you live, Cash, an explosion happened. Luckily, it wasn't near too many residences, but about a dozen people were killed and a few hundred were injured. And eventually, through the next morning, as you guys find out the news coverage of this, Julie, you are informed of this through your work. The body of a large reptilian figure appears in the suburbs of Chicago. Red scale, giant, massive dragon corpse
Oh, shit.
appears in the suburbs of Chicago, causing a localized explosion. An ancient red dragon corpse.
Fuck.
Hello, this is your DM here. DM obviously stands for Dominican. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. A special thank you to all you DBBBBB baby boys who came over from Dynamic Banter. Welcome on over to the You Might Be Wondering How I Got Here ship. We're going to have a great time, and we enjoy having you here. If you're new to the show, you can tweet about the show using the hashtag YMBW. That's the hashtag tic-tac 3-row little guy, and then the letters YMBW. And guess what? If you put that on your social media and you do it and you shout it out loud and you make the post public, I know some of y'all be trying to sneak it, make it private. Nah, I gotta be able to find it. You can get your name in the show as a character. Another way you can get your name in the show as a character is by rating the show 5 stars on iTunes or Spotify or Google Play. Maybe I still don't think they do it, but when they do, rate the show. It really helps for the visibility of the show, and it helps us, grow the audience, get more people like you. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/YMBW podcast, where you can join our $5, $10, $20 groups. And there's some bonus content for you and some other great stuff if you go ahead and subscribe to those. We also on Instagram, Twitter, YMBW at YMBW podcast. We have a TikTok. Go check us out there. That's pretty much it I want to say for today. There's probably some more announcements coming in the next week. We're going to stick to bi-weekly until my life becomes less of a hell. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye. So you are at home, Julie, and your PETA pager goes off.
Okay, what's the little let's answer it.
All right. Yeah, you answer your PETA pager, and it's an emergency request to come in for an emergency briefing.
Okay.
This is middle of the night, mid-June.
Yeah, I'm packing up, I'm leaving. I'm
All right.
out.
Amber says, yeah, go have fun at work, all right? I didn't have time to make lunch, so don't.
What time is it?
It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. I'm just gonna leave.
You leave. As you walk into the PETA base, your team is assembled there. Everybody is kind of blearily waking up. Your other guy still is not back from recovery, so you have given your replacement man.
The temp.
Yeah, you got your temp guy. So as you walk in, everybody kind of settles into the briefing room. This is like the big briefing room that can brief everybody at the same time. And you see Major General Malo step out and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have an anomaly that will require our fullest attention." And you see him press a button on this remote, and the LED walls on the side light up to reveal a scene of destruction. He goes, 2 hours ago, a bestial corpse that resembles some sort of dragon fell out of the sky in the suburbs of Chicago. And he kind of motions towards where you guys are now. And he goes,
is the image of the dragon corpse on the
It is.
TV? Oh no.
Nobody dignifies necessarily your response because, again, it's this huge hall. And he goes, there are about a dozen deaths and about 6 dozen or so injuries, but everyone who has been injured has been recovered and is anywhere from critical to mildly injured. This dragon corpse created a somewhat deep crater in the suburban street in which it landed. We have no reason to believe that this is some sort of attack. From what we can tell, it was some sort of escape attempt, but we do not know what this creature is or why it tried to come to this specific area. Our job will be to keep a perimeter around the area while hunters and other investigators come in to investigate the reason for this appearance. Your job, as of now, is to secure the area. Do we have any questions?
Do we know what killed it?
Negative. Somebody else asks, what kind of readings were we given? Why was this thing appeared in this area? And Major Miller goes, we still don't know for sure. The only thing that we do know is that this thing appeared and fell out of the sky. From what height, we do not know. The body of this creature is large enough, and apparently the magical properties of it are big enough to cause an explosion in and of itself. So we have no idea. What we do know is that it was here for some reason, but because of its lack of head, and he motions towards the monitor, we cannot discern what this being is or use any of our abilities to speak with it. Any more questions?
On the map where it says where this happened, how far is this from my mother's house?
It's a ways away. It's about 3 miles. So it's
Okay.
not super close. But it's in the area, for sure.
Okay, when I leave the briefing room, can I call Amber?
Okay.
Hey, Julie.
Check the news.
What's happening?
Check the news.
You hear like rustling. The briefing lasts about 2 hours, so at this point, she turns on the TV and says,
What, Julie? What are you? Oh my God.
Yeah.
What? Julie, what is going on? What?
Do you recognize it?
I mean, it's a dragon.
I think it's a Shelderon.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I've seen him a few times.
I would have to get close to be able to identify the body.
If something killed him,
That is ludicrous. I'll talk around. Shelteron lives in the astral plane. There's no reason why he would be here.
it looks like him though.
It's a red dragon, Julie. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
Just listen. I'll talk with people. You talk with your people. We'll figure this out. If that is a Shelteron, that's bad. That's really bad.
I think. Do you know I'll reach out to Kumi.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. God. All right.
Okay. Stay safe.
You too.
Okay. Call Kumi.
Okay. You call like the house?
Is Kumi staying at the house?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, call the house.
Okay.
Hello.
Cash? You're back?
Oh shit, Julie, what's up? Yes, I'm back.
Hey, have you seen the news?
No, what's up?
Yeah, check the news.
Okay, I turn on the TV.
All right. On the TV, what channel do you use?
Not CNN, that's national, whatever the local liberal news is.
Yeah, it's like a not KMBC, but that kind of deal. You turn on the news and you see a helicopter shot of what appears to be some sort of crater of some kind. And as the camera focuses in, you see a giant scaly mass in the middle of it. And at the bottom, the lower third says, "Dragon apparition causes explosion."
I immediately turn off the TV.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Do you think that might be a Shelderon?
Almost definitely. I don't really know of any other ancient red dragons just like out and about. You know what I mean?
Congrats on your release from slavery, I guess.
I think that's been a while now, but yeah, I guess. The witch is dead. Ding dong.
Yeah. Break it to Kumi if you could.
Yeah.
And see what she thinks about it, because I'm a bit concerned about what could kill this thing.
Can I tell her in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. How have you been?
I'm on my way to the site.
Do you want me to meet you there? I probably should look into it anyway.
Cash, it's about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. right now.
No, it's 5 a.m. We had a
5
2-hour
a.m.,
briefing.
whatever. 5 a.m. It's early as fuck.
It's 5 a.m. I should probably go down there. As part of my job. I mean, probably a good idea to look into it. You know what I mean? Can I meet you down there?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, cool. I'll see you down there. And I hang up.
Cool. All right.
I probably should have been doing that in hushed tones. I'm sure Kumi is literally asleep right next to me, but here I am.
I mean,
Maybe
you would
have
have gone to the
sleeper.
living room to turn on the TV.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you both just going to the site?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up Kumi and tell her I'm heading out.
He goes, okay, where are you going?
I have some stuff I have to look at for work, so just stay here. I'll be back soon.
All right. Talk
Okay.
to you later, I guess.
All right, bye.
She rolls over.
Yep. All right, and I am in the car, and I am on my way to where back into the suburbs.
Okay. As you walk into the car and as you are you're kind of getting your stuff together, you do check your email and you have an email from the Hunters Society essentially saying like there has been an anomaly that needs hunters at the ready.
All right, I respond
And-
that I'm on my way to the site.
Okay, cool. Take up the gig. All right, you both. Julie, you get there first. You see this massive crater. It's about 70 feet deep and
Jesus.
about 200 feet diameter. It's this pretty big, massive crater. And in the bottom of it, you see poking out. Actually, sorry, it's about 60 feet deep. And poking out of it a little bit, you see this corpse of a dragon.
Can I tell my team, start doing readings on any magic anomalies in the area.
You see Alice Wynn just immediately just going away at it with her thing, because she is not even a technical person. She pulls out her laptop with all of her spectrometers, and you see a whole bunch of teams also doing the same thing.
Spectrometers.
Spectrometers, magical spectrometers. Yeah,
I
they're
like
plugging
it.
away at it. What are you doing?
Securing the perimeter. I'm putting
Okay.
up like the yellow tape.
The yellow tape, and you actually see like other people, like they're erecting a chain fence around this area. You see around you,
There's like probably people, and I'm saying like, I assure you everything's fine. We're here. We're gonna look into it. Please
Yeah.
remain calm.
exactly around this crater. You see the crater collapse in on either side of this crater.
Please
Two
stay back
houses.
from the crater.
2 houses were just collapsed in. You can assume that there were maybe 1 or 2 more like in the crater, but you also see rubble thrown out everywhere.
Who's in charge of the site?
At the moment, Major General Malo is actually overseeing.
Okay, can I go up to him?
Yeah, good.
Major General Malo, it appears that the crater is unstable and the edges are collapsing. What is the evacuation area? How far do we want to extend that?
We're evacuating everyone within 1 square mile of the area. We're planning on doing a lesser evacuation for everywhere in a 5-mile radius, but for now we're going to leave it to the 1 square mile just to get people out of their homes and into hotels.
Understood. Is there anyone going door to door?
We have a team already out. Your job is to secure the perimeter, help erect the chain fence, and take readings of the area before the hunters get here. Okay.
Hey,
You do so. Cash.
Yeah.
Traffic is hell in this area. You are driving and you see cars going away. You see tons of PETA vans just lining the area. You are pulled over and you have to show them your hunter's license before you can even get through to this area. There's essentially what is the beginning of a military barrack system, multiple walls and ports of entry being built up and erected in this suburban area. And as you eventually pull up close, there's a point where you can't drive any further, and so you have to pull your car over to the side and make the rest of it. Yeah, you park in the side of the street. You park at the side of this, again, suburban street, and you begin walking your way up. Your license is checked 2 more times before you can get to the site. As you do, you see this giant crater. Make a perception check for me.
30-20.
30-20. Jesse, can you take off your headphones for a second?
Okay.
You see a couple things. First of all, you see this giant corpse.
Okay.
It is a terrifyingly large dragon of some kind. You can tell red scales and all. You also see that there's no head.
Oh.
Clean, almost not a completely clean cut, but a cut through the neck. You also see, with a dirty 20, you see that cut at the neck just makes you feel queasy. And above this crater, almost in the direct center, maybe about 20 feet above the actual crater, you see this very small, it almost looks like a star at first, but when you move around the crater, it stays in the same place. You see this very small speck of light just in the middle. Do you want to do anything?
No, not yet.
Okay. Julie, as you are securing the perimeter, you see various people beginning to walk up, and you see one figure that seems oh so familiar.
Cash.
Holy shit, hey.
Hey,
Long time no see.
how you been?
Good. Cash
Do-
does
do
have
you
a
have-
mustache now, just to really just
Do you
paint the
Do you
picture.
have clearance to be here?
Yeah, I do, and I show her my hunter's license.
Ah, great. Okay. Yeah, I'm here just securing the area. I do have some team members looking into magic readings.
Gotcha. You know how sometimes I get those weird aura readings like I did in the museum, or
Yeah, with the statue thing that attacked Wes, right?
yeah, exactly, or when I can see not people's souls, but I can tell when things were alive, that white sort of light.
I suppose so.
There's one over the crater.
Well, the dragon used to be alive, right? So that makes sense.
Julie, where's its head?
Clearly not here, but
But where is it?
we don't know. The thing just appeared over.
Well, obviously its head would create a crater. Look at the size of the thing. Unless something took it.
Dragons can't regenerate, can they?
I don't think they're an axolotl or a.
You can roll an Arcana check.
Sure. I also yeah.
Cash would have proficiency in this Arcana check because he's a hunter.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20? Yeah, their heads don't grow back.
Or do the head grow back bodies? This is a better question.
No, dragons don't have a regenerative property to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you like what, paramilitary or military or what are you doing?
I'm with PETA.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I imagine we already have a helicopter out searching for any more craters.
The skies are bright tonight with helicopters. There are plenty.
Yeah,
gotcha.
There's news choppers.
Well, it's June, right? And it's 5 a.m., so it's already kind of bright out.
The sun is coming up over the horizon, yes.
Do you think I could get inside that perimeter?
Yeah, you have a license. Of course you can.
Okay. Cool.
O'Neill, right?
PETA is getting the first grab at readings, and they're still doing readings.
Okay, well, just let my team finish up, then we can let you in.
Okay. Did you see if there was anyone in the house is collapsed? So
I asked the commander of the site has told me that there is a different team working on that, evacuating the area.
Okay. Gotcha. How about, are there people inside the crater? Has anyone checked?
I feel like someone would have told me that, but I can ask.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get in there. And as soon as your team's done reading anything, I'm gonna try to get down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Julie, you ask. There are no bodies, at least that would be able to be recovered at the moment in this crater. Again, this crater is like 60 feet deep, so it's like it's almost a bowl. It's like it's a steep entrance in, and the sides are kind of collapsing in, so it's unstable at the moment. You see a couple of PETA members with these different like scrolls, and you see one of them just doing it with their hands, but you see them beginning to move the earth around to build a perimeter and like a walk entrance down to the actual crater before while people are still getting readings. Eventually, Julie, your team finishes up. There's like a couple of weird readings that they're going to send back to the lab, but your job is just to kind of remain at the perimeter until your shift is up. Cash, what are you doing?
Is that white thing still there?
Yep.
And it's immediately over the center of the crater?
Yep.
You're clear to go in, Cash.
Great, thanks. I'm gonna get up there. My baby. Just check anything to see if I can do anything with that. Alright, I'm gonna get down in the crater and see if I can look directly up at this thing.
Okay. As you begin walking down, there's a whole bunch of other researchers around the area taking samples of the blood, looking at the cut of the neck. What are you doing specifically?
I'm gonna try to get to the center of the crater. Like, I don't want to like touch the dragon, but I want to get as close to it as I can and like see if there's a different perspective from the ground.
Okay. You walk up to the body. I mean, the actual like body laying on the ground is like 3 feet taller than you are, so you can't necessarily the pinpoint of light is directly over this body, so you would have to like climb up on top of it or something to actually get directly underneath, but you can kind of peer up and it's still there.
Still there? Okay.
Starting to fade a little bit into like the sunlight as the horizon comes up, which like you're not able to see,
Okay.
as you're staring up into the sky.
So we've seen a Shelderon in his full dragon form, yes?
Once.
I think twice.
Twice.
When would you have seen it the second time?
Well, I think once
over
in
the
astral
sea.
plane.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then once during the
You did
battle.
not see him in his full dragon form in the astral plane.
Oh, I thought he was like hanging around.
No.
We would have been toast if that was the case.
You would have died,
But
yes.
I thought he would have left, yeah.
The only time you would have seen him in his full dragon form is during the battle, the final battle.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, can I tell if there's any...
That's the scar I gave him.
Yeah. Okay. 16.
16?
Yeah.
Because of your thoughts on this and the assumptions you're already making, plus just looking at the body, you see a jagged, scarred chasm in his chest region, like an open, not goitered. What's the medical term for like an open wound that just won't close? You see a giant chasm in his chest, right over his heart, which is a Shalderon's #1 marking. So you do know that it is a Shalderon.
Okay. Is Julie up, like, still around the perimeter?
Yeah.
I'm assuming probably the fastest way to talk to her is by calling her phone.
Probably, because you would have to
Yeah.
go all the way up the stairs and then back around the corner.
Yeah, so I call her.
Okay. Julie, your
Hey.
phone is going off.
It's a Shalderon, like, definitely 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, we
That-
thought Red Dragon, but it's definitely a Shalderon.
Well, okay.
I don't know if that changes anything.
For me, it does, at least.
Okay.
Because I know how powerful the Shelderon was.
So whatever took him down is...
More powerful. And the only thing off the top of my head is that enclave of dinosaurs.
Jesus Christ. Wait.
I know you wouldn't remember that, though.
Wait, dinosaurs?
Yeah, I did try. I gave you the whole story briefly, but...
Okay,
Remember that Cash wasn't on that gig, so he wouldn't have any kind of memory for it.
Oh, shoot, right, no.
But you could have told Cash in the...
Oh, yeah, I think I told him.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, right, okay.
I think I've told everyone about the dinosaurs, to be honest.
Sure.
Julie gets to tell a secret. She's jazzed about it.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Wes?
Not in the past month or so, I think.
I'm gonna give him a call, see if he's...
I don't know if that's a
In the
good
area.
idea.
What do you mean?
He's not the biggest fan of PETA, and PETA's not the biggest fan of him.
Oh, he is kind of a walking disaster, so...
He doesn't have any security clearance at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay. This is gonna sound weird. Can I get up on top of the body? Can I climb up on this bitch?
You see other people also. You see people climbing on top of the body. You can't.
I just want to get clearance.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. We climbing, baby.
You begin climbing, and one person says, "Hey, don't just go up the already walked path, all right? Don't sully the body any more than it needs to be." You see like this nerdy guy trying to like get readings. You see like a whole bunch of different like lights and stuff, like whole like.
I just want to
setup.
get as close to that light as possible.
Yeah, he kind of points you off to like where other people have been climbing up Shalderon's
Hey,
body, kind of up
sorry, thanks.
his back left thigh, and people like beginning to climb up his scales and whatnot. And so you do that, and you are like underneath this thing now. It's still about 30 feet above you.
Can I get a read on whether or not, like, because it's been a while since I've seen one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a soul or is it a life essence? I can't remember what they are.
Make a wisdom check.
17.
17. Go ahead and make a perception check too for me. I'll fold these two in together.
16.
16. Okay. You look up at this thing, and it's still this kind of stationary white orb, and you think back to like other times you've seen it. I mean, you saw it on these different paintings and stuff in the Louvre. You remember seeing it when Arsenio died, quote unquote. You remember seeing it when the other person died, quote unquote. But this thing, it's not like moving or shifting like the other ones were. Although on the paintings it wasn't moving or shifting necessarily, but it's just this tight pinprick sized orb just kind of floating in the middle there. And then as you're staring at it, people are still like doing work on Shalderon's body around you. You catch like a faint shift in it before it. The best way I can describe it is like a wisp just comes off of it. As though it was a cloud and it like broke up a little bit. That's the only thing you get to see.
Can I see if I can call it to me? Or try to, like, beckon it?
They're doing a rain dance.
Go ahead and make another wisdom check.
18.
18.
Ooh, fire!
You exert your will over this small ball. It doesn't. Nothing happens.
Oh, that's not great. Okay. Trying to think what else I can do to interact with the thing. I'm gonna take a picture of it with my phone, just so I see if it comes up on camera.
Make a tech check for me.
Okay.
Can I just say that on Julie's old phone, I assume she backed up all of her images. She straight up has a photo on her desktop now of the
Slot.
unidirectional or whatever.
Yes. 11.
11. You take the picture. There's no image.
So, nothing. So it's just ye old Cash eyes that can see this.
Yep. Seems so.
Can I call Cash?
Okay. Cash, your phone begins to ring as you finish taking pictures.
On top of a dragon, I go, hello?
Where's Suwon?
Is Suwon with you? That was a good point. He wouldn't
I
have been allowed
don't-
in the crater.
He wouldn't have been allowed in the crater. I think he's sitting up at the edge of the crater.
Okay.
Oh shoot, he's right there. I'm sorry, I didn't notice him.
Yeah, he's kind of, he's getting quieter, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Oh, Cash, I should have mentioned this too, just because there's always happens. You see, like, as you get down to the bottom of the crater, there's like a Josing Saija off to the left. And actually, Julie, can you take off your headphones for a second? You notice, like, you kind of, with a start, like, notice the Josing Saija. It's just standing there.
Bigger fish to fry. I wave at it.
Okay, you do. It stares at you, unmoving, head kind of following you.
Love that. Is it looking at me or is it looking at the spirit thing?
Looking at you, following you.
Okay, gotcha. Noted.
Does he see anything? I assume he was like good at that, right?
Yeah, he can normally detect some stuff that I can't. I just don't think he'd be allowed down here. Kind of
Okay,
hard to sell a rescue dog as a three-legged dog.
Well, he's not exactly a dog, right? He's like a magical creature.
He looks like a dog.
Let me talk to the head of the site again.
Okay.
I motion for the dog to come with me.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
What? It doesn't listen to me?
No.
He knows her.
He knows me.
Still, okay, guys. It may be a magical dog, it's still a dog.
I've talked to this dog before.
Make an animal handling check.
Ugh. God, O'Neill. You're ruining everything.
It's still a dog.
We are really leaving Tyler hanging on this.
8.
Yeah. Tyler will get here in a second. The dog just keys.
Okay, you know what? If I can't control it, I'm not even gonna ask anymore.
Okay.
And maybe I will. I go to the... we know the name of the deceased dragon. His name was Ishelderon.
All right. Major General Merlot has absconded at this point, and standing in front of you is Captain...
Oh boy.
Captain
O'Neill,
Tinker.
Tincture.
Tincture.
Captain, I've actually encountered this dragon before. His name is Ishelderon. He's one of the most powerful beings, I think, in the universe.
Well,
Yeah.
we will definitely take that information, go ahead and report it to the studies team, and we'll make sure to get that filed away.
Yeah. Additionally, one of the hunters who is investigating the area has a magical companion that helps him. It does... I motion to Suwon. It appears as a dog, but I can assure you it is not a mere dog.
Suwon's taking a poop.
You know what? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Right. He's a dog. They do that.
He gives you a salute and a strange nod and turns away from you. You do an about face and walk away. Okay. Are you guys just going to spend more time investigating?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here until my shift ends.
Yeah, your
Can
shift is
I-
not over for a while.
Can I take a scale?
Sure.
Okay.
Make a strength check.
Oh yeah, I gotta pry it on his dead flesh. It's a crit fail.
You trip
You
and fall off the dragon.
cut yourself on the scale. You take -0 body. It's just a small cut. But you don't get a scale. With a natural
Can
one,
I-
you don't get a scale.
Can
Somebody
I
yells
text-
at you for trying to pry off a scale.
Sorry.
Can I text Amber? It's definitely a Shelderon.
Okay. You do?
I'm going to start not writing a report, but basically summarizing what I have found
do you
for
have,
the
like,
hunters.
A voice
Association.
reporter. So you're like, I'm on the dragon, and here's what I see. I can see
500 hours, 521 hours.
600 minutes.
I do want to know,
Yes.
Olivia, are you calling Wes? Or no? I do need to just know this for...
Julie told me not to, but I think he's gonna call him anyway.
Okay. Jesse, can you go get Tyler for me? Wes
Well,
wakes up to a
some
phone
say
call.
that we're the same person.
Well,
Never share the same room.
Your home phone is going off.
Okay, I answer.
Okay, you roll out of bed, blurry-eyed.
What time? Oh, so it's early.
It's 6 a.m.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't answer if it's 6 a.m., but for the sake of...
I mean, are you not answering?
What time did I go to bed last night? Have I gotten my 8 hours of sleep?
I mean, I would assume...
I'm rolling out of bed for a phone call at 6 a.m.
It is up to you whether or not you answer.
Then back to the
I'll
pokey
answer.
you go.
I'll answer.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Wes. It's Cash.
Oh shit, Cash?
Yeah, what's up?
Dude, what's up, man? I've been drinking too much tea. My voice is too silky smooth for this voice. Hey, man, I thought you were in Tibet. What the fuck?
I got back a couple weeks ago. Sorry, I know it's early. Have you seen the news?
O'Neill, how long after...
We did a bit of a time misconstruction. You have not heard anything.
Got it. No, what happened?
I'm at a site right now with Julie, actually, and you might want to turn on the news.
Okay, is some Michael Bay movie where you ask me to... Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm currently standing on top of a dead dragon that we know, so do you know anything about this?
You think I would know something about this? Didn't your girlfriend used to work for that dude?
Yeah, I'm still trying to process how I'm going to tell her that, so I'm trying not to think about it.
Well, I don't think she'll need to be told.
I'm hoping that I can get back before she wakes up and watches the news. So, I'm so fucked.
Shit. Do you need something from me?
I just wanted to know if you knew of anything that could cleave off a dragon's head. Julie said something about dinosaurs.
Don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but
okay.
That sounds like some crazy stuff.
Gotcha. Noted.
Julie hasn't exactly been the most reliable source for me over the last couple months.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I just wanted to see if you knew anything about it, but are you in the Chicago area still?
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Yeah, you want to do you want to grab drinks at the end of the week?
Yeah, totally, man.
Kind of a weird social call, but part business, part pleasure.
Now that you're back, yeah.
Okay, cool. I will talk to you later, okay?
Yeah, I'll catch you.
All right, I'll see you. And Cash is gonna crawl off the body, or climb down off the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do anything else?
I don't know how to get to that light thing. I'm assuming there's some sort of like fire and rescue team.
PETA is handling, yes, the evacuation area.
Is there a fire engine with a ladder?
No. Not anywhere near the crater. Again, the size of the crater is still somewhat unstable.
How do I get up there? I can't do anything about it right now, so I'm gonna come out of the crater.
Okay. You get out of the crater, are you going home?
I am gonna start writing an email about sort of my findings.
You actually, there is an area.
A filing system.
There is an area over
on
the site for hunters who report their findings.
Do I see any other hunters that I know there?
Make a perception check.
21.
21. Let me see. No, not at the moment.
Okay. I report what I see. I don't tell them about the white light.
Okay.
Because I don't know how exactly to describe that best. So.
Gotcha.
And I am going back to my car, and I am driving home.
Okay, cool. Tyler.
Good morning. Hello.
All right. So, Cash hangs up. What are you doing?
That's the thing. I don't feel very connected to this. I'm like, oh shit, I knew that guy. But I gotta play this like Wes would play it. I don't think Wes would like. He's like, hey, I mean, I know that this feels sort of like Cash's thing, and if Julie's there, I don't want to get involved right now.
Okay.
Because that's weird.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm just chilling. I'm in for the. I mean, I keep the news on just as like a general, when something big happens, you just sort of leave it on in the background all day.
Okay.
I think I asked Jordan at one point, anything about this?
Oh shit. No. That's crazy. Shalderon was like the king of the Bastion, right?
Yeah, that doesn't bode well for
I'm gonna
Death.
reach out to some of those necromantic types. I don't know what you want to do, but that's a little strange. And it's in our area.
Yeah, I should probably reach out. I'm gonna catch up with Cash later this week. He knows more about it than me. He's on site with Julie, and his girlfriend used to work for a Shelderon, so it's like,
shit.
Yeah, man. You were there when they met. It was at that weird party.
Oh, when we did the Mona Lisa
When we
thing?
did the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But have you met Kumi?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Anyway, she seems cool. Anyway, look, I gotta tell you, man, I don't really feel like getting involved with this one. The last one took a lot out of me.
I mean, yeah, fair. I also motions to his casted arm because yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you if anything crops up. Maybe just some light investigation work.
Yeah,
I am curious.
He
what
rubs
happened.
the sleep out of his eyes. He goes, "Yeah, I'll just, I don't know. I'll talk to some of my people, see if we can cobble together what happened. I don't know anybody specifically who like presides in the astral plane or anything, so I don't know." Eventually, kind of later in the day, around like noonish, you hear a knock at the door.
Who is it?
As you open the door, you see Sarah Di Verona there again.
Cool. Thought I could sit this one out. Come on, get in here.
What? Okay. Are you talking about the Alshalderon?
That's why you're here, right?
No,
There's
actually,
a
it's
separate
something
thing
completely unrelated.
Okay. Well,
Well, I mean, not completely unrelated. Related by name, not necessarily by... Let's chat.
Okay.
She walks into the room. She goes, I have another item that is apparently somewhere in the greater Chicago area that you could perhaps help me recover.
doesn't it seem a little strange that there's so many items that are still in Chicago?
This is where the base was, if you remember.
Well, yeah, but out of everywhere they could have gotten off to, whatever, I don't know.
Oh, don't worry. I have plenty of other assignments. She actually like pulls out of like this small purse, like a handful of other envelopes. She says, I am making my rounds today to deliver more subpoenas, to speak. For you specifically. It's a strange coincidence, although I don't think they're related, but she hands you the envelope.
All right. I crack that bad boy open.
As you crack it open, you see another like stat sheet, and you see a check for $1,000.
Ooh,
And
I don't need that, but I'll take it.
she goes, it is a strange coincidence. I had planned on coming about a week before, but with the news of a shoulder on, everything's being kicked into high gear. The soul gem, or the soul pearl, or the soul whatever. I'm assuming you're familiar with the franchise that this comes from.
Son of a fucking bitch. I fucking hate you. Does it have a very stupid name like the Tendo Swatch?
Did Jesse told you about that?
Yes.
It's no. I don't have to do that. We're covered, I think, legally speaking. She goes, again, you don't have to necessarily recover it. We just need information on it. Although I do. She kind of leans in, looks around for a second, goes, I do appreciate your work on the last one.
Thanks. It cost me and Jordan a little bit of I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's been a long day. There's
It's
a dead dragon, but that's
9
been
a.m.,
beheaded.
but yes, I understand.
Well, I don't normally wake up this early, so.
Fair. I have a lot more to do, and then we're apparently having a big meeting at the United Nations about this, so I must be off. If you do find out any information about this item, I'm assuming with your underworld connections, you can toss together something.
I'll take a look.
Okay. What do you do?
Well, I crack that file open.
Okay. Simple stat sheet. This one's one of the more unknown ones. While the Elder one had like some things that were known about it, this one was just being studied. Makes sense.
Soul Gem existed before Harry Potter. Fun fact.
Yeah. But it was the
movies that were big
Exactly,
enough to
yes.
I figured. All right.
So not a lot known about it. It's assumed that.
But
it
is
has
there
some of the
like a
same
last
properties.
known location? Like they know it's in Chicago for a reason. Like,
Yes,
what's the tip? Like,
there was a anonymous tip saying that it was a part of this bulk deal of these outlandish items being traded around the area.
God damn it. Okay. Sounds like it's part of that same ring that
Possibly.
my leads went dead on last time.
Literally.
Okay, I call Cash back.
Okay. I wish I could just like.
Oh shit, I should have talked to him about that earlier.
Yeah. Okay. So you go home. Are you heading home now?
Yes.
Okay. You come home. It's about 7 a.m. at this point. You come home to Kumi, Dar, and Will, with little Will kind of playing in the living room, all staring at the TV. And
Wait, so are we all at Julie's mom's house?
Yeah, he said so.
Oh, okay. I forgot I was living there.
Yeah.
Okay, full house. Forgot.
Yeah. As you open the door, Kumi's hands are her head is kind of in her hands, and she's just kind of shaking her head. And you see Dar is rubbing her back, and you see Will is actually like in the kitchen making breakfast.
So scary. I try to like quietly close the door behind me.
Make a stealth check, you bastard.
I don't want to face my responsibilities right now. 6.
you try to everybody kind of turns up. You try to close the door quietly, but it's like on a weird
Gets
like,
stuck.
hinge. Yeah. And you kind of and then you eventually close the door, and everybody's looking at you for a beat before everybody goes back to what they're doing. You see Kumi, her eyes are red, crying red, not demon red, and Dar is just kind of sitting there staring at the TV. What are you doing?
Is there anything new on the TV?
You do see that the name eventually has broken out.
It has been released.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still like helicopter view of the scene.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, can I see that white orb on TV?
No. Sorry, I don't know. I said that. Make a perception check.
10.
10? No.
Okay.
It's again. So this helicopter view is like a view of the entire crater.
Yeah.
So it would be impossibly small anyway.
Gotcha. Okay. I am going to go over to the couch and just be like, hey, can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah. As you guys walk by, she tussles little Will's hair.
I was...
Christ.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine. It's just like, it's crazy.
I was down there this morning.
I figured. What did you see?
So I've told you about those little white wisps, I guess, before, right?
Yeah, like soul sight or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one of those over the crater, and it was weird because it was very small, but it was there. I don't know.
I mean,
sorry, I don't. It doesn't need to be.
Shalderon's corpse being here probably put off a whole bunch of energy, I assume. I mean, that's what the craters is. You have to assume that this is some sort of spiritual energy that the Shalderon spit off of some kind. I don't know
Gotcha.
about this stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go push too far.
This is terrifying. Shalderon was a bastard, but he kept the Bastion in control. I can't imagine what's going on there. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't had contact with anyone from the astral plane since I left.
I'm gonna go upstairs for a little bit. I'll be down in like an hour.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just that man was a bastard, and I have this like weird sick feeling where it's like I wish I was the one that could have killed him, and also like it's sad that he's gone. Strangely, Whatever. She just kind of shakes her head and walks back into the living room to the news.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going upstairs, and I'm about to tap into the spirit realm. I need to talk to Garnog.
Okay. Do you have the incense required and stuff?
I'm sure he has stuff like stocked up at the house.
Sure. Okay. Let me pull up something really quickly. So you are doing the spirit realm thing?
Yeah. Can I read the spell? Sorry.
Yes. Okay. I will give you
yeah.
the spell description. There is risk associated with it.
Yes, that is why I need to read the spell description.
You don't get that risk. You just have to roll.
Well, no. So I need to know like that there is.
Yeah. There is risk, but there's also reward too.
Maybe I should do this outside.
It's not that kind of risk.
Okay, because I'm just like, if I destroy Julie's mother's house, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Risk.
More mental anguish risk.
Bodily risk more than anything.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. We'll save this. We'll not lose it again.
You begin sitting down, meditating. You alight your 100 GP worth of incense, which is like super high quality.
Smoke
Get you
out my
fucking
house.
blasted doobie incense. You're fucking goated out here. You begin preparing this ritual with your dank ass incense, and you take a moment to breathe and to relax. And eventually, you're at this window, this mirror again, and that you're there for a beat before you're in this person.
Oh, right.
And you and your wife, Lorraine, are at another investigation. This one in this small 1980s town. You were called because of your paranormal investigative abilities. And you walk into this church, this big church, and sitting on this altar, you see a bunch of people kneeling and praying around this girl who seems to like be shaking and convulsing. What are you doing as you approach this scene?
This is like she's probably like possessed, right?
That's what you were called.
Together?
That's what you were called to investigate.
Is there like a church higher up? Is there like a priest or
as you walk into the actual church, a bishop walks up to you and explains the scene and explains how they've been trying to cast out being from them, but they decided to call you from the society.
Okay. Can we clear a area? Just
Yeah. Of course. Lorraine actually goes off, and the different holy men around this young lady. She's chained down, like her hands are above, her legs are down, and she's shaking and convulsing and spitting. And you see Lorraine like setting out some things, beginning to set up the ritual that you guys have used a dozen times before. But what are you doing?
Can we get her unlocked? It just doesn't tend to go well.
Yeah. Are you sure we want to do that before we do the ritual? Because, I mean, I know that there can be false readings and whatnot, but we could at least do the preliminary, you know. I mean, I'm sure they've used the holy water and all that, but try casting out.
All right, fine. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can...
All right. You guys begin setting in the ritual, like preparing. She says, do you think we should set up a veil? I mean, this is hollowed ground, so we shouldn't need to, but it's up to you.
I don't have... for good measure.
All right, this is going to be the last of it. We're going to have to restock back at the SWAT shop.
Yeah.
She begins laying out the materials, and you guys both take hands and begin chanting this thing. And as you do, you see like white light begin to coalesce around this little girl, and wind begins to whip around the chambers of this church. And you hear her screaming out, and you begin chanting, and the winds get wilder, and you guys have to focus in. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw with +3. The concentration check.
Okay, that's a
19? Yeah, you both hold on and continue to focus, and you feel like that pressure of the spirit, whatever's inhabiting this girl, press upon you, but you continue chanting to cast out whatever malevolent being is hurrying this girl, and eventually you feel a connection with this spirit, and the spirit goes, "Whoa, attempted to break my connection with this vessel.
He doesn't belong to you. Get out. Get back to where you came from.
She accepted me. It's rightfully mine.
He's not yours. Get again. Enough of the theatrics. Get out.
I'll take you instead, then.
You see this blackened form arise out of this small girl and then try to dive down at you, but because of the veil you set up before, it just smashes into this barrier, and you see your wife Lorraine open this giant pot, and as she does, the girl just sucks down. She goes, well, as she closes the lid, she tightens it, and she goes, well, that was a good job making sure we put up that veil.
Mm-hmm.
It is hollowed ground, though. I figured we should have, been protected. I don't... Probably a tax shelter or something. Probably not a real church. I don't know.
No, we'll talk to somebody at the society about it.
Yeah. All right. You want to get that little girl unchained?
Yeah, sure thing. And I go about unchaining this person.
Okay. Yeah. You unchain this little girl who is like has cuts and bruises all over her, but she seems to be actually resting now.
Okay. Are the little girl's parents here?
You sent them out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Actually, as you begin unmanacling this girl, one of the holy persons comes in, opens the door, sees that you are unmanacling the girl, and rushes back out. And you see the family of this little girl rushing in. They cry, they hug you, they do all of that, and you're used to it at this point. You've done a number of these, and they give you their thanks and rush to this little girl. She's still unconscious, she's still sleeping, but they hug her and embrace her. And
yeah, she'll be like that for a couple of days, but she'll be back good as new. A few days.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
With that, roll 2d10 for me, or a percentile dice and a d10, however you want to do it.
Okay, 93.
93. Oh boy. You come out and you feel just this wave of knowledge pulse through you, and you figure out what your goal is. Whatever's happening right now, it's not gonna be good, and you need to figure out what to do with this orb. And you have a point of inspiration, so you essentially get to reroll.
I need to find a way to contain the orb.
You get a phone call as you finish this ritual and come down from this spirit realm journey. Your phone is ringing, and it's Wes.
Gosh, hey, I know we just talked this morning, but something came up.
What's up?
Hey, so you know how your karate dojo burned down?
Yes. Vividly.
You know that property was owned by the mob, right? And still is. Some sort of, I don't know necessarily if it's the Boneses, but they do in fact own that. They did in fact used to own that, and could potentially be using it as a front to sell stolen magic artifacts.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. I tried to call you about this when you were in Tibet. There is a particular magic item that I was tasked with finding, and that happened to crop up during it, so I tried to contact you, but you were otherwise occupied.
Yeah. What was this thing you were supposed to be looking for?
Well, the thing that's classified, but what I'm looking for now, I've been tasked. Man, you see the Avengers movies?
Haven't really had time to see the most recent ones, but
Well, I mean, you know that big purple guy?
Yeah.
He is the big, one of the gems in his gauntlet apparently exists in our world, and I need to find it.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, the purple one, the soul gem.
Yeah.
I mean, we could fly to the planet that it's on or whatever. I watch the movie.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd make you aware of the situation, and that
so
the whole mob thing might not be over for you, and I may need your help.
Okay.
Because I have a plan. Last time I did it the classic detective way, and all my leads went cold, basically.
Gotcha.
So this time I'm thinking I'm going to pose as a buyer using my newfound wealth, and try and get in there and figure out what's going on from the inside. I took Jordan on the last one, and he's still recovering, and I kind of would like a bodyguard, if that makes sense.
Okay,
I don't know how busy you are with the whole dragon thing.
Yeah, I have a couple things. Can this wait a couple days? Or is it, like, go time right now?
Give me a couple days to put out some feelers. It'll take me at least a day or two to, like, make people think I'm an actual buyer.
Okay.
You know?
Makes sense.
So I can give you a couple days while I sort of search around and try and put out some feelers for how I could get involved in this.
Okay. Okay. You let me know how that goes. I have some stuff I have to handle with this dragon thing, and I'll...
Yeah, I figured.
Give me a call.
Yep. See ya.
All right, see you.
Click.